Are electric scooters just a trend? Well, think again. The GT10 proves they are incredibly practical for daily commutes and honestly just pure fun to ride. Stick around because this review is absolutely worth your time. We're breaking down how the GT10 delivers high-end performance at a price that actually makes sense. So let's dive in. Welcome to Al Lunacy Reviews, the place where I review everything outside of my world of barbecue. Today I'm taking you out for a ride and review of my new GT10 e-scooter. So let's look at my setup before I take off for the ride. Looking at the deck battery compartment, you can see that it has a GT10 logo on some skateboard type grip tape. The scooter has 14-inch tires and is equipped with disc brakes on the front and back, along with front and rear suspension, making this e-scooter a comfortable ride for this price range. On one side there's the kickstand, and on the other side you can see that there's a charging port and a power button. When you turn the power on the controller, there's an E for economy mode, a D for drive mode, and an S for sports mode, which gives you the top end speed. I fitted my scooter with an aftermarket phone holder and a Bluetooth speaker, so let's get the jams going for the ride. Now jams definitely do make the ride more fun, but let me turn it down so you can hear how silent it rides. Pretty quiet, huh? About a mile and a half away is a church where I will stop and get a nice video shot. Then we'll make our way further down south to the park. There we will test the scooter's top speed once we hit the park trail. Time to hit the road once again. With the price of gas at the moment, e-scooters are a great way to get around town for those short commutes. A little honk at the pussy so that it doesn't jump in front of us, and we continue on the way. The park trail is about a total of 3 miles away, so we continue down the residential path and encounter still more wildlife. We finally made it to the park trail. Now, for the most part of the United States, e-scooters don't require a license, a registration, or insurance to ride around town. That is why they are a fun alternative to driving a motorcycle or a vehicle. I'll leave a link to a website where you can check your local state's rules and regulations if you're interested. On the other side of this tunnel is where we'll set up for our top speed, so let's go. We made it up the hill, and I'll stop here to set up the app to test our speed. Now, one thing I found out about e-scooters and e-bikes is that the manufacturer kind of lies about their product's top speed and that the speedometer is usually a little off. So the app we are using today will tell us our true speed via satellite. Here you can see that we'll hit 19 miles per hour on the speedometer while our true speed is 15 miles an hour. I ended up topping out at 23 miles per hour on the speedometer and 18 miles per hour on the app, an average difference of about 4 to 5 miles per hour lower than what the speedometer would usually read. That's not bad for a scooter this price range. After the test, I left the park and headed to the other side of town to pick up some party favors at a convenience store. The small basket in the back is good for about a 6-pack if you strap it down. I had already racked up about 8 miles and the battery life was still at 4. Now, the manufacturer states that the battery is good for up to 35 miles an hour a charge, but in my experience, it has lasted me about 18 to 20 miles tops. I was on sports mode for most of the time and even rode at night with the light on. But still, 18 to 20 miles is plenty of distance to cover your fast food runs, beer runs, or quick visits to the supermarket. So for right around $300, you can get a daily commuter that covers a decent distance with some features found in more expensive scooters. Let me show you some of these features. Headlight button, turn signal switch, and horn button. 3 speed modes with a thumb accelerator. front headlight, rear brake light, and turn signal indicators, charger, charging port, and power on and off button, 48 volt 13 amp battery with a charging time of 5 to 6 hours, front wheel and rear wheel and seat suspension, 1000 watt peak motor, foldable design, and 14-inch pneumatic tires. And just so you'll have an idea, I'm 5'9" and weigh 190 pounds, and this scooter has no problem carrying my weight, and I don't feel like this scooter is too small. So that's a wrap for this one. Product link in the video description below. I have more e-scooters and e-bike reviews coming soon, so hit that like and subscribe button. Hope to see you soon.